It is Big Ten Hoops on SimWorld TV, and we've got a Friday night showdown that's got all the juice. We're live from Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa City, where the energy's louder than a Kendrick drop and the stakes are higher than a Travis Scott feature. Maryland Terrapins rolling at 17-10, trying to level up and knock off the number 15 Iowa Hawkeyes, also 17-10, who are defending their home court like it's a final boss fight. I'm JJP, here with the man of the Friday night mic, Maestro. Both teams are trying to climb the SB Top 25 and build that momentum heading into the big dance, Hoopsteria. What's on your radar before the whistle blows and the tip goes up?
Well, I know they're about to get down and get busy, my man, because I tell you something right now, just like Sister Mary Hamilton always said, if you got to keep your pants on, it ain't worth doing it, and they're definitely going to be doing it here tonight because both teams have an eye on their seeding, and they're seeding for Hoopsteria, babe.
All right, Maryland is 6th in the Big Ten Conference standings. They hold a 6-6 record, and Iowa is 9th in the Big Ten standings with a 5-7 record. Early projections have Maryland as a number 7 seed in Hoopsteria, and Iowa as a number 4 seed in the tournament. And we want to introduce the starters for the Terrapins. They have Rebus, Kinsey Cross, Dane and Anthony. Their coach is Kevin Willard. And for Iowa, the Hawkeyes, their starters, Owen, Van Arsdale, Feliz, Robinette, and Sherwood. And they're coached by Fran McCaffrey. And for Maryland, they are fighting for respect in the Big Ten, 17-10, and still searching for postseason security. Kevin Willard's system leans on perimeter movement, man-to-man defense, and move the ball well. They can be cold from deep, just 24% from 3 as a team. And their opposition, the Hawkeyes, they've proven they can grind out results in a deep conference, the Big Ten. This is a program that's attempting to knock on the door of national relevance. Fran McCaffrey's delivered offense really shows up in their ball movement. And we get set for this tip-off. Keith Anthony going up against Marion Sherwood. Iowa winning the tip-off here at Carver Hawkeye Arena.
Not surprised there. You know, the Marion Sherwood is expected to be a top 3 pick here in the upcoming SWBA draft. And, you know, he's got something to prove. The 7-footer ranking at around 240 pounds, plus or minus a Big Mac. Definitely can't wait to see what he's going to do tonight on the big stage.
Maryland's got their big 3 as we see a foul, an immediate foul by Sherwood. They got CKC, the engine, averaging 20 a night. They got Keith Anthony anchoring the paint. They also have support on their bench, courtesy of Jameer Polk Jr. And for Iowa, they got a trio of Sherwood, Van Arsdale, Feliz, as the first point is scored via free throw. Marion Sherwood, the anchor, old school back-to-basket dominance. Stacey Van Arsdale, crafty with the ball. And Devontae Feliz, their X-factor, a twitchy scorer for them. Now the Hawkeyes will have to contend here on offense down 2. And they'll have to limit the fouls for sure, especially with their star Sherwood.
I like the fact that AC Day went right after Sherwood right away, trying to establish that they're not afraid of the 7-footer. I think that was a strong play and a strong move as we see Iowa now getting on the board.
Yeah, Van Arsdale going up for the jam, all tied up here. The last matchup between these two teams was on February 3. Iowa took care of Maryland on the road. Final score was 71-67. The leading scorer was none other than Lamarion Sherwood, who put up 28 points and was 14 for 16 from the field. CKC goes up. Here's me dap up Sherwood, immediately puts up a point or a couple points for Maryland to put him back up.
They are not afraid to go after the big 7-footer. You know, normally Maryland plays perimeter play, TJP. Right now they're just going right down into the paint, and they're forcing Iowa to play their game, play more perimeter game to try to stay in here.
Hawkeyes put up a made 3 with Wright and Robinette from Waterloo. And here we go with the Terrapins. Their response after the made 3, Kinsey Cross. Oh, goes up with the left hand, he scores. So CKC putting up or performing strong so far early in this first half.
Well, you know, that's his trademark. You know, PJP, he's able to score at will, and he can be unguardable once he puts his mind to it.
Here's Devontae Feliz driving up. Another 3 attempt. This time no good for Robinette. Rebound by AC Day as Day charges up. He's guarded against Feliz. Pass over to the far side. Feliz playing a ton of defense here. And another foul's call on Iowa. This time Robinette commits the shooting foul, sending Maryland to the line once again.
Not too smart that he was already beat. AC Day had a step on him. I'm sorry, I apologize. Not AC Day. I really apologize for that. But he already had a step on him. There was no reason for him to go after Mordecai Rivas that way. Unless you're trying to make a statement, but it's way too early to start giving away fouls to make points.
Rivas hits the first free throw. Mordecai, Maryland's point guard. He's been reliable for them, leading the pack, trying to get the ball to his teammates, especially Cooper Kinji Cross. Second free throw, no good. Robinette goes up for the re. And Iowa down 2. Devontae Feliz starting off here. Oh, he was all in charge there as this game is tied up at 7. Here we go with the crowd trying to back up the Hawkeyes. Mordecai Rivas guarded by Cohen. Using the screen set up by Anthony. Goes up for the shot, still goes in.
Strong move. That is a weight room bucket right there. And you got to know that Coach Kevin Willard from Huntington, New York, is really, really proud of the way his guys are being physical early.
Oh, Sherwood. Man, that one pulling out of his arsenal, that fancy type of layup. Left hand, and Cooper Kinchi cross spinning. Unable to defeat Sherwood there. Now Iowa in transition with Feliz going out to Cohen. 3 is good.
I was taking Maryland at their game. I was playing more deliberate game right now. McCaffrey always has a plan. They want to try to beat Maryland where they normally play. Normally, I was a deliberate team, working the ball inside out. This time they're playing from the perimeter and being quite successful.
DKC blistering through the defense there. So more points for his team. That's number 22 in the nation. Iowa in the top 10 trying to, or actually Iowa in the top 15 rather, trying to maintain that position. And Cohen up against his defender with a miss. Offensive rebound by Robinette. That's 2 more for Iowa.
Robinette plays so physical. I mean, to me, he plays bigger than 6'8". You know, quite frankly, you know, he definitely finds a way to be physical inside. You know, at 220, he's all at 220 for sure. But I want to get a tape measure to him there, PJP, because he's definitely the X factor for these guys, and he definitely plays bigger than 6'8" in my mind.
Oh, here's Sherwood going with the power, slamming it home. Puts Iowa up 5, and this crowd is going nuts here. They want more dunks from Sherwood. Now the Terrapins. See how they respond. As Rivas floats it over to CKC. CKC with Van Arsdale on him. Shot clock at 5, and CKC is fouled by Cohen.
That was too late there, PJP. That was way too late. Like 3 bounces too late to get there to slow him down from there. But once he got into his move, you got to let him go. It's just kind of like a barbecue sandwich. Once you take that first bite, you just got to keep chewing.
Man, making me hungry, Maestro.
You know, I got you, boo.
Kinji Cross hits the free throw. Works the game like a seasoned field marshal, 6'4", junior from Annapolis. And his court IQ already on display here. Has been elite throughout the year. And now he trims the lead to 3. As the Hawkeyes back on offense. Sherwood about to set up a screen here. And Arsdale, the team captain, goes in the other direction, gets rejected. Still Iowa ball.
Bring no juice to the gym party. Get that out of here. Hopefully the Blazers proud of me.
The defense on display for the Terrapins. It'll be Robinette with the inbound. Cohen. See what offensive strategy they employ against the team in black. Oh, Cohen wanted to go with the layup himself with no passes. Now they'll have to pass out. Devontae Felice for 3 off the front rim, and the rebound by Mordecai Rivas.
Oh, wasted possession after stealing the rebound and getting the kick out, not being able to convert on that. Hopefully this is not a possession that's going to come back and haunt them later.
Angie Cross puts up another jumper, this time from the right elbow. Quiets the crowd a little bit. Now 16-15 Iowa. Devontae Felice gets the ball taken away from him. Went too fast there. Maryland knew what was coming.
Yep.
Now top of the key here.
I apologize. Maryland has 2 good hands. Their post players have great hands. You can't drive in that traffic and expect not to have your pocket picked.
EC Day flings it over to Rivas, back to CKC. Shot clock at 4. And it's winding down. CKC is going to take the shot. No good from deep. Robinette grabs the ball. Now they'll slow the pace here with Devontae Felice. See how they work Sherwood in this play. Oh, Felice. Oh, it was a swerve. They're able to draw the foul. It's Georgia's first.
2JP 2K all day. I'm seeing you back there. I love the highlights.
All right, timeout called here by Maryland. Iowa up 1. We'll be back after this short breather.
SimWorld Sports is not just a game. It's an entire world. SimWorld Sports, the only place where you can see the game and be the game. Be sure to check out Rico on Clutch Time every Tuesday on SimWorld TV at 2 o'clock.
Y'all know how I go down, right? They always want to hold you down. Y'all know. So G-Dep, tell me a little something. Should I recall? Y'all know how I go down, right? They always want to hold you down. Y'all know.
All right, back here in Iowa City, we want to thank our TikTok viewers for watching this Friday night broadcast. Heard that we are almost at 100 there. So thank you for keeping it 100 over on TikTok. And if you're curious as to how our world operates here in SimWorld, feel free to join our website, simworldsports.com, and the Discord server as well, discord.gg/SimWorlds. And CKC, story of this game so far, he's at 10 points, but his team is down 1. Iowa distributing the ball with their starting 5, so no one-man dominating for the Hawkeyes. Maestro, what are your impressions so far between these 2 Big Ten squads?
Love the way Iowa is passing the ball. I mean, that's what they do, though, right? But what we're seeing them is that passing is leading to effective scoring. I believe every bucket except 2 have been from assists. So that tells you that not only are they passing the ball well to JP, they are being effective with their passes and efficient with their passes, getting it to the right person, taking the right shot, and they're beating Maryland at their game. Maryland needs to find a way to sort of get back to their perimeter play, but they're going to have to find a way to slow Iowa down. I can't believe I'm saying this. Iowa is outpacing Maryland. Is that a charge?
Oh, it's a foul on Iowa. Kenji Cross drawing the foul there. Remains with Maryland.
I'm sorry. I'm like that.
Clear disagreement from Maestro. He thought Belize was DKC was the man who committed the foul, but instead, ball remains with Maryland.
He's a charge racist, that umpire. Yeah, I said it.
All right, Kenji Cross and crew looking to take advantage of the questionable call. Going up here in the miss was Jameer Polk Jr. Revis gets fouled on the second opportunity, and he'll send himself to the line.
Okay, I'm going to say something here too, JP. Don't get mad at me early, okay?
All right.
I'm trying to see where that foul was. That looked like a very strong, right down in your face, you're not bringing that up in here tonight, son, kind of play. And that's 2 early fouls. We got to keep track of it. Sherwood now has 2 fouls on him way early in the match, and we know once he gets stepped out, Iowa might not have someone else to look to that's going to fill in the gaps he do.
So Fran McCaffrey subs out Sherwood after the foul. Revis, 6'2" senior from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, going for free throw number 2. Cannot tie the ball game. Robinette goes up for the board. And here come the Hawkeyes without Sherwood on the floor. They do have Kareem Shahzad out there. Goes right to Rawls. And Rawls out on the left wing, which is closer, is physical with Zane, and Zane is called for the shooting foul.
They're calling it Titan out, TJP. I'm a little thrown off here because I'm not used to seeing, hear these kind of calls this much. What's going on right now? I'm a little thrown. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, refs have been busy with the whistle thus far. It's limited these two teams to 33 combined points. And free throw made by Rawls. Better checking into this ball game. Rawls, known as the Iowa Hawkeyes trash talker, but he's got a soft spot for animals. So you put him up against humans, he'll be aggressive on you, but once you bring out the animals, we'll bring out his soft side.
Yeah. Me too. I love animals, in the barbecue, on the grill. Yeah, big fan.
Okay.
That's not what we're talking about? Okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
I mean, you served us pretty quickly there, Maestro.
Sherwood already has 2 fouls, as we talked about earlier, and if they're going to keep going like this, we might be playing 2-on-2 by the time we get to the last 10 minutes of the game. And what a finish!
What a finish by Rawls. Rawls from California making it happen here, putting on a show with that jump with that dunk off the fast break. Wasn't junky at all. It was all finesse. After the steal too by Iowa, so gotta credit the defense there on the last possession. Going off against these Maryland Terrapins, who are down 5. Oh, look at that! A little bit of a fancy putback there off the miss. Maryland able to trim the lead to 3 with 11:23 left in this first half. Ryden Robinette, he's been active throughout this half, gets it off the glass and through.
The bank is open. The bank is open in the hour, baby.
Ka-ching, Ryden Robinette now back to work on defense. As Kenji Cross is doubled. Brings it out and into the paint, Decker Feta. Feta scores and earns the free throw off the foul by Josiah Cohen.
Well, you have to say it. Now, come on. Say it. You just breathe the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, Coach Willard's got to be pleased with Feta coming off the bench and putting in the work to draw the foul and get the bucket in. Crowd wants Feta to miss here. We hear the stomps here in the arena.
You gotta love the Iowa crowd. I mean, come on, really? They're gonna bring it, no matter what the score is. But with a game this tight, they're gonna be the the sixth person on the floor right now.
Buckeyes with Robinette up against Zane. Zane trying to work as the mountain man on Robinette. Got a couple passes back to the top of the key. Shazad. Shazad off a Donko screen. Oh, he gets turned over. Decker Fetter putting in work defensively this time. Egan Zane spinning and gets blocked. Still Maryland ball. And a good swat there by Robinette.
But it also shows you his mind was made up. He was going to that move no matter what. He put that move right into traffic, did not realize where his defenders were. So that's something that when they go back and study this tape there too, JP, he's going to realize I need to look down and see where my defenders were, because if he had gone to his right, there was no one there to stop him from the rim.
Well, Iowa's defense trying to prevent CKC from adding more points to his already double-digit total tonight. Demir Polk Jr. A couple of swift passes, catch and shoot for Polk, no good. And the rebound comes via Dimitri Simonton. And on the other end, Kareem Shazad goes up with a one-handed dunk.
Can you say impressed much? Goodness gracious.
Iowa bench showing out. Maryland has to call time. All right, we'll be back after this short break here on SimWorld TV.
See the game, be the game.
Do you have the mind of a coach? Are you willing to fight for your players? Can you handle it when things get heated? Can you manage your star player's ego? Can you handle the stress? Can you become a legend? The only place in the world where you can coach live in a virtual world. SimWorld Sports.
All right, back here on the court for Big Ten Hoops. Don't play yourself. Invite others to be a part of SimWorld, be a part of this sports universe. We're offering a 5,000 EM signing bonus for head coaches and coach referrals, and also encourage super fans to be a part of the Discord server. Check out our website for more, simworldsports.com, as well as the Discord server where all the magic happens, discord.gg/SimWorldHoops. And SimWorld Sports is the only place where you can see the game, be the game. Maestro, this is just a great universe to be a part of. I mean, you've been here longer than I have, and it's been a fun ride so far.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the energy, the crowd, the band, the V-necks, the 2K all day with the highlights on the second row. It's what it's supposed to be, man. This is love. You know, I live in the prep world, but I love watching you and the production and the crew and the truck. Just A+.
Indeed, and we thrive in these environments, and so do these players. And Maryland currently down 4. Demir Polk Jr. on the court. Looks like CKC has taken a breather at the moment. The miss there by Polk. Rebound by Rawls. Rawls, the sophomore, gives it out to Shazad. Back to Rawls and over to Ulysses Donko. Sherwood back on the floor. Oh, easy bucket for him on the turnaround.
Strong move. That's that ability to play with his back to the basket. His traditional way that might be making a comeback. One of my booth partners for prep, MC Yale, I call him. He loves the fact that when a big can play like that. Well, I know he just had a happy moment inside his head.
Like big beefy guys, and this is the game for you. Putting up the shot as AC Day hits from the far side.
AC Day's been impressive all day. He came out at the very first, Maryland got the very first foul with Sherwood, and he's not stopped. I just love the fact that he can be that impact for Maryland.
Here's Danko at the controls, passes out to the left wing to Rawls. Rawls going to Sherwood. Sherwood up against Anthony and Day. Passing back out to the left, jumper off the back rim, and the rebound by JPJ. Brings it outwards, work quickly, but slow down a bit. Keep Anthony going to Feder. Maryland down 4. George off the mark. Now Sherwood trying to bulldoze his way to the hoop. Nope, he'll pass it to Rawls. Now back to Danko. And Iowa looking for a way to extend this lead. Shazad, the lanky man. Oh, gets intercepted. And now Maryland in their black and red. Very strategic here. Better. They pass it. Oh, he tried to lob it up. Not make it to Lob City on that one. Iowa looks to take
left on red. That takes got left on red. They didn't miss it. Oh
man. Here's Danko. Over on to Shazad. And once again, we see another turnover. So poor passes, the theme of the last couple minutes here.
Oddly enough, 2 in a row from a great passing team.
There's a score by VJ George Jr. making it 27-25 Hawkeyes. New subs ready to check in, and on cue, the timeout has been called by Coach McCaffrey. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment here on Friday Night Hoops.
See the game, be the game.
All right, you do want to mark your calendars for May 8th. That's when Hoopsteria begins. From hype to history. Be on the lookout for just a massive amount of games. And you want to keep track of all the action. Be sure to visit our Discord server. And Maryland and Iowa look to be successful in that tournament, of course. These two teams fighting for a better record, but also better seeding in Hoopsteria as we see a 3 hit by Devontae Feliz.
That was a great catch and shoot right off the pass there, right at the top of the arc. That's what they needed right here to kind of give themselves a little momentum.
Ooh.
But Maryland is not going away there, too, JP. Maryland is not going away.
It was aggressive defense by Danko, but it could not prevent the bucket. So it's 30-27 Iowa. All in the hands of Van Arsdale team captain Sends it over to Lemarion Sherwood, back to Van Arsdale. So Sherwood was not confident to go with the layup attempt there. Van Arsdale goes with that shot attempt. He gets hounded, so Keith Anthony able to start with the ball here for his Terrapins. Now Mordecai Rivas can finish. Oh man, Ryder Rawls. Now work here guarded by Rivas. Gives it out to Feliz on the right wing. There's Sherwood matched up with Polk Jr. Oh, stripped away by second Terrapin defender. So excellent defensive play calling there by Coach Willard. And they end up with the basket on the other end.
1 point game, less than 5 minutes left to go in the first half. This is right where Maryland wants Iowa. Maryland has 4 big wins this year where they were down for most of the game and came back at the very least. So if they have Iowa close, that's right where they want them to be. Sherwood showing you why he's the man. Back to the basket, turn, spin cycle, boom. Ain't nobody there but me, baby.
5-star call there, Maestro, or one of SimWorld Hoops star players, Lemarion Sherwood. That's one to put on your resume, Maestro. All right, Terrapins here. Here's Jameer Paul Jr. going off the glass. It's good, and it's now a 1-point ball game here in the first half.
Do not sleep on the weight room. Both of these teams in the Big Ten basketball is a lot more physical than it has been in the past, and both of these teams are definitely putting up.
Sherwood impeded a bit, but still is able to score using the wingspan to reach out and go right hand on his defender.
My goodness. No, if he's going to be in that zone, they're going to have to double team him a lot faster.
Now, Mordecai, that one is good. He's a cartoon impersonator, made the defense go dope on that shot. And now, Iowa rather, looking to take back those points. Here's Sherwood, and he scores.
Okay, off platform, but still unbalanced. Shows you why he's one of the top, getting looked at as one of the top players in SimWorld U heading to the SWBA.
If you're an Iowa fan, you're glad that Sherwood is heating up at the moment. Meanwhile, Mordecai, two-handed dunk with ease.
Mordecai, I love that attitude. I love when the little guy gets in there and just puts it down hard.
Hawkeyes have to call timeout at the 3:03 mark here in the first half, up by 1. We'll step aside for a quick break, but stay tuned. More action coming up next. Hey everyone, I'm JJP, and if you're looking for the most immersive basketball RPG experience out there, welcome to SimWorld Sports. Whether you're a player or a coach, your decisions shape your career. From SimWorld Prep to SimWorld U, all the way to the pros, every move, from game strategy to media perception, impacts your legacy. This isn't just a simulation, it's your basketball journey. SimWorld Sports, the only place where you can see the game, be the game. back here. Hawkeyes only up 1. I have a question for you, Maestro. We've seen some battles down low on both sides, including here. How much does physicality wear on you as the game goes on?
Oh, 100%. I mean, that's where the weight room and the diet and everything else, the conditioning comes in. Okay, let's take a look at it straight up for real. Ramon Sherwood, 7 foot, 240 pounds. Well, he looks like he ate 240 pounds. He's definitely a lot bigger than that. He's going to be leaning on you. And then you got the other cats. You got Robinette who plays 6'8", who looks like he's 6'10", and he's definitely not 220. If he's 220, I'm 195, and I know I'm pushing close to 300 right now. So, you got guys like that leaning on you. On the other side with Maryland, you got VJ George Jr. at 7 foot. Now he's a little thinner at 211, right? But then you have Keith Anthony at 6'10", 227. That's a lot of mass to lean on each other, right? So as each minute goes by, every time you're playing inside and playing low, leaning, somebody's going to get more tired than another person. And whoever's in the best shape is going to win out. But I'm going to finish this too long to thought with one thing. Mordecai Reba at 6'2", playing inside the way he's playing, getting the fouls the way he's getting them, he's taking a lot of weight off of his big men because he's not afraid to go in there amongst the trees, 2JP, and get it done. I think we might have an issue with 2JP's microphone. Maestro's got you. I promise you I did not. There we go. There he is.
Okay, cool. Had to test myself real quick. Glad you hear me now, Maestro. Mordecai Rivas.
I can see you going. Everybody thought I stuffed you in the back of a van.
No. Good to have our tech working. And at the line is Ryder Rawls. Looks to extend the lead to 2. He does. 2:27 left in the first half. Mordecai Rivas, who you saw at the line previously here, and now with the ball. When Maryland needs that defense, Rivas is able to lock in. Yeah, man! Is a dunk. Powerful dunk, courtesy of Jameer Paul Jr. Ties up the ball game. Now Maryland, the underdog here, looking to take down Lamarion, Sherwood, and crew. Devontae Feliz goes up with a layup foul. He'll get 2 shots, and it's Deegan Zane's 3rd foul of the night.
Yeah, the little guy going in amongst the trees, getting attention, drawing the foul. Love it 100%.
Devontae Feliz, the senior from Des Moines, Iowa, brings the athleticism to this offense, averages just about 10 points per game, and he's had to put a lot of carrying on this team while Sherwood was out with his injury.
We got him at 6'5", 184. Look, was he standing on the stool when they measured his height? Because I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. That was me. That's me. My bad.
No. You may have a point there, Maestro. I mean, looking right at him here. Could be some exaggerated numbers, but I mean his game, speaks for itself.
Oh yes.
He can get hot quickly, and he puts up another free throw for the Hawkeyes.
And he plays with a slow heart rate.
Yeah.
He plays with the fact that he is a pure scorer. You never see him get 2 up. You never see him get 2 down. He's always going to make the next shot no matter what. His heart rate stays right where it needs to be.
TKC gives Maryland the lead with that 3 from the top of the key. Now, fortunes have reversed. The Terrapins holding the lead. They hope to end the half up on Iowa on the road. Here's Devontae Feliz. Sherwood not on the floor. Floater for Feliz is through.
Body control. Exact same thing. We just talked about that. Low high. Oh, that's not a whole back. I guess not. We talked about the fact that he can keep his heart rate where it is. Had a big game early this season. Same thing. You can never tell if he scored 100. Only scored 2. He's the same guy every time.
EC Day goes up. No good there. Devontae Feliz with the rebound. Now they go to Ben Arsdale, who runs to his right. Matched up against Cooper Kinsey Cross. Less than 47 seconds left on this game clock. Going up and off the glass. It's good for Stacey Van Arsdale. Here we go with the Terrapins. CKC is trying to score quickly. He'll miss, but it put back there made by VJ George Jr. Maryland down 1. Now Van Arsdale looking to work the Van Handles on CKC. Less than 23 seconds. He backs away. 6-second differential between game clock and shot clock. Van Arsdale, what will he do here? He wants to be the one-man wrecking crew. He does it! Against CKC. Wow.
Little man in the paint again, 2JP. I love this. Little guys getting it done inside the trees, baby.
And on defense, Van Arsdale leaves it open for CKC to come up with the dunk. Iowa with the last opportunity. Josiah Cohen puts it up for 3. It's off the front rim. But Iowa ends this half with the 1-point lead. Maestro, all right, we've seen a lot more players other than Sherwood and CKC show out here past couple minutes. What are your thoughts on this first half so far?
Give it up for the little guys, man. Give it up for those guys that are 6'5" and under, that are just completely getting it done. You know, Mordecai Rivas going in there, taking those shots, playing amongst the trees, doing what he has to do. Going on the other side here, Dante Feliz. Just, I love that both teams are looking for that slight advantage and they're playing each other straight up even, which means this second half is going to be about what is McCaffrey, what is Willard going to pull out to get their team the advantage that they need to get, because goodness gracious, this game is too good to be true right now.
CKC with a double-digit point total. We'll be back with more second half action after this short break.
What's good, everybody? This your boy Dre Pope. I've always wanted to be a pro coach, and SimWorld Hoops is the only place where I've been able to live out my hoop dreams. SimWorld Sports, where you can see the game, be the game.
SimWorld, 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 SimWorld.
It's a place where average Joe can work on his craft and grow. Say you the new magic, yo. Well, why you ain't passing though? Better get you a basket, bro. Cause this ain't no Madden, no. This is real ball life from prep to pro. Come on, Park, this ain't no fashion show. It's the opportunity for you to be the one to shoot the 3 in the clutch. Game on the line. They like, who is he? Must be the 2-3 or 2-4. The 1 twice. Coach saying do more. Scouts like that boy nice. Drive up the price. Push up the stock. Build up your name. Stir up the pot. Piss off the eye. As a player or a coach, here it is, dog. SimWorld. This is your shot.
Yo, yells.
SimWorld.
You know your boy gotta get some of this, right?
SimWorld.
Rick Blaze.
SimWorld.
Ladies love. Let's go.
I be on some ballers, trying to get my hands on a scholarship. Pretty young thing already knew my name, said she wanna try out on the scholarship. Hold up, let me PG it. Porn go past, but you know I'm gon' do it. Podcast fast, big Bob on the snacks, and you know I'm in my bag when March can't beat it. Baby, I be drippin' with my foes tipping. Shot out to the ballers, no bull like I'm Pippin. Rick Blaze hit him with the freestyle. SimWorld Hoops, man, them boys wild.
SimWorld, 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 SimWorld.
And then when their lead expanded, they turned into a highlight machine, except for the problem was there was no film in the camera.
See the game, be the game.
Back here for half number 2. Iowa is up on Maryland at the moment. And we have CKC with 13, Sherwood with 14 on the night. Maestro, you had an interesting observation on shooting strategies in the first half from these two teams.
So, take a look at everything. Maryland has been living on volume. They're only shooting, I believe it's in like around the 40-something% roll or whatever it is, somewhere in there. But they're only down by 1. Iowa is shooting at almost 20% higher, and now they're only down by 1 point, which means that they're not taking as many shots, but when they do take them, they make them, as opposed to Maryland that's getting a lot of chances with a lot of rebounds and stuff like that to get their shots in. So you just never know. As long as both teams are playing efficiency, those numbers don't mean jack. What it means is, are you scoring, yes or no?
There's Felice trying to put up a 3. He'll miss. Sherwood comes up with the offensive rebound. Now Stacey Van Arsdale over on the left wing will send it out to Cohen, and Cohen not want to go with the 3-point shot. He'll do it now, and he hits it as the shot clock was expiring. Josiah Cohen, known as Iowa's Bulldog for his tenaciousness and grit, ends up with the basket there to give Iowa a 2-point lead. Rivas taking it to the left side to CKC. Travel called on CKC.
Whoa.
Official had a front row view of that travel. I felt like Maryland did enough traveling going to Iowa City, and here CKC called for the violation.
Well, you can't say that the refs are calling only one way. They're definitely doing a lot of, and what a great pass in the middle, and Sherwood saying, "Oh man, I just take this in the drive-through and keep going, baby, because I paid for it with the app."
Yeah, Sherwood taking advantage of the travel by Kinsey Cross. Now AC Day in the paint draws the foul. It's Devontae Felice's second of the night.
I just love his aggressiveness. He started out aggressive, and he's being aggressive right now. I cannot say enough about that.
A is 2 for 2 from the line so far. Here comes the crowd noise. Wish there for the free throw to make it 3 for 3. Now number 4 missing. Cannot make it 4 for 4. Now the Hawkeyes with Cohen, Robinette, and Sherwood. All movement. Here's a 3-point again for Cohen. This time he misses. Rebound by Keith Anthony. CKC trying to put up a 3. All volley goes out of bounds and goes in and is called Maryland ball. So a bunch of chaos here this past minute here in the second half. Iowa up 3. But it's been a fun one. Big Ten hoops here on this Friday night. Definitely feels like a Friday night crowd.
Love it.
Trying to see this home crowd can stop guys like Kinsey Cross from scoring. That one of DKC's signature moves. See it there? It's at 52-51 Hawkeyes.
You just have to appreciate what's going on here right now in terms of both teams are really going at each other hard. They know what's on the pattern. Whenever there's a bad pass, the other team is taking advantage of it on both sides and getting cooperative with the skills. But Maryland has been on the steal committee all night long.
Sherwood comes up with the rebound off of Rivas miss. And now, Paul the Felice. 1-point ball game here in the second half. Marion loses the ball briefly, but recovers. And Cohen, left wing over to Sherwood. Double team attack. Oh boy, not handled cleanly by Cohen. Block! And Keith Anthony, the Baltimore blocksmith, gets the job done. And Anthony here up against Sherwood. Pass over to Day. Now 13 seconds on the shot clock. Egan Zane waiting for the opportune time to go with either the pass or the shot attempt. Dane opts to shoot it. He draws the foul.
Both teams are defending the goal extremely well. More fouls than not. Hard to see what some of these fouls are, but I like the fact that both teams are willing to go inside, including with the little guys. Again, Mordecai Rivas, 2 plays before, runs it down into the paint. Yes, unsuccessful, but yet and still he did it. Come back on the other side, your whole dude, Stacey Van Arsdale, runs it down inside the paint. That's what he do. Bring it back this time, same thing. Put it into the paint. Both teams have shooters, 2JP, but guess what they're doing? They're working inside. They're using that body weight. They're slowing the other team down to open up the outside shot, and that's what I'm talking about, efficiency. And now guess what we have, 2JP, a tie score.
High score. Now, next free throw puts Maryland at 12 for 15 on the night on free throw attempts. Now Iowa back on offense with Simonton back on the floor. Simonton, get it to Sherwood. Oh, here's another double team. And Sherwood beats it.
They double team him fast, but then you can't give him room. He's like a cobra. You can't give him. If you got him, you need to keep him pinned. If you pull one man off, that's like having nobody on it.
Quick bucket here by Kenji Cross. Puts him at 19 on the night. Maryland retakes the lead in a back and forth affair. Here at the stage of the second half, Simonton surveying and a bit of deja vu. Simonton, Sherwood, close range this time, a miss. Anthony.
They held the double team a lot longer that time too, JP.
Yes, indeed. Egan Zane hits the layup. Necessitates a timeout called by Coach McCaffrey. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment.
See the game, be the game.
Yes, I know. Very good. Look who's over there. He's walking.
So, what have I missed?
I'm CC Lyle, and I always wanted to be a pro coach. And SimWorld Hoops is the place where I'm able to live out my hoops dreams. SimWorld Sports is the only place where you can see the game, be the game.
Perfect.
All right, back here in Iowa City, we want to shout out our viewers on TikTok. 200 viewers on TikTok. Man, gotta love it. Gotta love it, Maestro.
Dude, appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all on YouTube. Appreciate y'all everywhere, man. Just look, y'all make it worth it. I'm just telling you right now.
Glad all you viewers are seeing the game. You can also be the game by joining the Discord server as well. Discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops. And it's a tie ball game here 57-57. Hector Fetter goes out with a pass. 16 seconds here for the Terps. Fetter going over to Polk Jr. Now bounce pass to George Jr. EJ unable to hit. Rebound there by Robinette.
Again, his ability to play so much bigger than what he is made that play happen. Was able to defend and then secure the rebound and bring the ball up the floor.
Bonte Feliz now at the top of the key, working the handles, and foul on Polk.
Yeah.
Saw a collision there. Could have been questionable, Maestro.
I don't know. What happened was you can't, once you commit to set yourself to take the charge, you can't reset your upper body because it looks like you're moving. His feet were still, but his body made a shift, which means he was leaning into the contact. The ref's not going to give you that.
Shazad inbounding here. He's got a couple points on the night. Ryden, Robinette, and loses the ball.
Leave a race.
Now, in transition with a spin is Polk Jr. Trying to make up for the foul. He misses the layup, but Temple grabs his own miss. Have another fresh 9 seconds here on the shot clock. Maryland over to Polk Jr.
Didn't get a chance to get the shot outline down in time.
He's able to score. Demir Polk Jr. puts up points. Maryland retaking the lead.
I tell you, it's a mixture of tempo, reset, press game, off leverage, great passing, everything you expect from Big Ten. I mean, this is the top of Big Ten basketball happening right here on SimWorld TV tonight.
Catch and shoot no good for Ulysses Dunko. Now Maryland by 2 with roughly 13 minutes left in the second half. Fetter goes over, a couple passes to the left side. The VJ Jr. and a nice assist over to Jameer Polk Jr.
The first time they run that play all night, ran it off the back pick, kept it going. That's something that obviously Kevin Willard was saving up and just unveiled it right then and there. Now, guess what? 2JP, Iowa has something else to think about with how Maryland's going to now attack the basket.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a real physical one and just a lot of good ball movement and good handles as well displayed. And we want to feature our Monday game, 7 p.m. Eastern, Kentucky, Florida. Some East Coast Hoops action, SEC over on Monday. SimWorld Sports is the only place where you can see the game, be the game. Don't miss out on the contest between the Wildcats and the Gators. All right, SimWorld isn't just a game, it's an experience. And if you're not tapped into the media feed channel on Discord, you're missing out on a ton of content. We're talking high-quality highlights, breaking news, player interviews, cinematic moments, all crafted with next-level production value to make SimWorld feel as real as it gets. And the best part, it takes no time at all to jump in and engage. Quick watch, comments, reactions, all right there, ready when you are. So dive in, stay connected, and experience SimWorld like never before.
We're not asking for an hour and a half. If you got to give it to us. Just stick your nose in there for just a couple of minutes. Just stick your foot in there for a couple of minutes. It's just, just a little bit. Just a little taste, a little something. We'll be here for you whenever you come. Because that's how we do it here.
Just a little something. I love it, Maestro. Yeah. Even saying hi. No, it'll be something. All right, back here on the floor. Still competitive here between Maryland and Iowa. Looking for an improvement in seating and Hoopsteria. And they do have, or the Hawkeyes have Bryden Addison now on the floor. Working as their point. He'll catch and shoot it up. Oh, miss it. Oh, he wanted that one to go in, so
surely
did these fans.
He surely did. Caught it on platform. Everything was in balance, just didn't go.
Deegan Zane had a size mismatch, could not get that one to go through. Rebound by Addison, so he does not have points at the moment, but he does have a rebound and an assist. Add that on, right in Robinette goes up for the alley-oop.
Love when a little guy get a stop on a big guy, then keep down and get the assist. Bryden Addison, good job Good play. Save this whole sequence for his stuff.
Maryland extending the lead courtesy of a Paul Jr. layup. Now this crowd looking for more contributions from Addison. Go in the paint with Danko. Danko trying to foul against Paul.
Looking for that contact. You know they're calling it. You might as well take advantage of it, make it work for yourself. That's exactly what they did right then and there.
The line, Ulysses Danko. He is
Cool as that name.
Yeah.
Ulysses. Come on.
Ulysses. He's a freshman from Mason City, Iowa. And he's prior to this game had been shooting 50% from three-point range. So making the most out of his limited minutes is Ulysses Danko. And Coach McCaffrey hopes he can be a future fan favorite for Iowa.
He hustles. He's all over the place. 6'1", 180. You know, once he gets more in that training program, get more in the weight room, he's going to bulk up a little bit more. He might even get to 6'2", maybe 6'3". But the fact is, though, that as long as he maintains that flexibility, and I don't know who that pass was to, maybe that was to you too, JP. Come on now, be on it. I think it was you in the corner. Look you in the corner on that one, boo.
No, it seemed like the Terrapins saw ghosts on that play. So they'll give it up to Iowa. Danko and crew look to take advantage of the turnover. Shazad working up against George Jr. passes it over to Rawls. Rawls hits it. High ball game at 63.
How many buckets tonight, 2JP, have we seen at a weight room buckets where you know those guys are on the nutrition program and lifting those weights because it's not coming easy. It's in traffic. It's contested with upper body contact.
Simonson goes up for three. He'll miss, but the putback made by Robinette. The Waterloo Wonder goes up and gives Iowa back their lead.
He's have a strong night. He's definitely filling the gaps with Sherwood. Wasn't there, but
CKC responding with a two-hand dunk. Temporarily silences the crowd. They seem all stunned. All right, here comes the crowd.
Yeah, you know, listen, this is Iowa, baby. We're not gonna stop. You know,
how much
listen,
to do here at Iowa City?
Listen, well, you know, you got the food court at the Walmart.
Oh, okay. Shout out food court. And as long as there's Wi-Fi available at the food court, I'll take it.
100%. Well, it's actually Y-Sportified. So, you know, you just got to be at the right spot.
65-65. Maryland trying to limit mistakes. Go to Zane. Covered by Danko. Oh, Zane with the taller size over Danko.
But he still had to be really physical with that with Danko. He still had to take full advantage of all of his sight, all of his size, you know, 6-inch advantage. Oh, breakaway!
Oh, Fetter!
Oh, somebody
botches the layup.
Somebody's
trying to emulate DKC there, his teammate, but he didn't get it done.
Oh, somebody's mama gonna be mad.
Oh, Wright and Robinette now. Over to Danko and now to Rawls. Ball movement here. Sharing the ball, Shazad in charge. Draws the foul.
The teams have learned that the refs are going to be calling everything close, and they're taking advantage of it. They're doing what they need to do and getting to the line. And oh, by the way, you cannot blame them if that's going to be part. You have to understand if that's going to be part of the game tonight. We have to take advantage of it.
Hawkeyes from the line tonight. They're 8 of 10, now 9 of 11, trimming the lead here to a single point. As we see guys like Anthony and Day check back in. CKC now off the floor. And CKC currently at the 21-point mark. He'll grab a breather. So I don't know if this was the right time to pull him with this now tied up ball game.
You know what? Might be trying to save him for a run at the last part of the game. This is actually playing right into Maryland's hands right now. Maryland I think they average somewhere around 69 points a game. My stat sheet is going crazy. I think they average somewhere around 69 or 60-something points a game. And what hands thereby? Who else? Mordecai, another cool name. Mordecai. I'm just going to call it Mordecai. My man Mordecai. I just like Mordecai's a cool name.
Here's Van Arsdale on the other end, going up. Wow. Lost his balance when landing, but still comes up with the dunk.
Van Arsdale with the Van handle, with the Van finish, with the Van fall down.
The Van timeout called by Maryland. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this short break.
You can see the game. Be the game.
You know why I'm here. I'm B-Ron, and be sure to tune in to Quick Hits, the show where I give the players and coaches in SimWorld a chance to share their stories in their own words. B-Ron's Quick Hits, giving a voice to you.
Back here on the court, 69-69 the score here with 7:57 remaining in the second half. Maestro, yeah, these teams are matching up round after round. They're really linking up here. And what is a way that either team can get past this close score at the moment and break through and come out with a victory?
Well, I'll tell you, we see impact player tonight here so far, Cooper Kendry Cross. But what's going on is shout out to Siege with this score. This game is playing right into Maryland's hands. Maryland is scoring above their season average while keeping Iowa on their season average. It's going to be a high-scoring game, a little bit higher. I think a lot of people thought it was going to be. So Maryland's doing what they need to do. They're making up for their lack of consistency with volume. That's fine. They need to keep that going. They need to up the defensive pressure. They need to make sure they keep Sherwood from getting settled into the paint. They're going to the early double team, which is smart. On the other side, Iowa needs to find a way to reinvent what they did when they went on a run. Even though it was a mini run, it was still a run. Remember, at one point they were down by 6. And then they came and got up, and then went on a 10-point run, got up by 4. How did they do that? They worked the ball inside, kicked it outside, and then they kept alternating it as they came down with those consecutive possessions. That is Iowa's natural game, and Maryland couldn't keep them off of that game. But that's what they need to do right now, and that's what's going to give them the best opportunity the rest of the way there, TJP.
Yeah, if you're a Maryland fan, you want this to win bad. Last matchup on February 3 was an Iowa win, 71-67. The Terrapins on offense after the made free throws. Jameer Jr. up against Feliz. Reties this ball game at 71. What's your analysis on that defense there, Maestro? Look lacking.
Well, I'm gonna say something a little different side. Both teams are going for the physical shot, something you brought up earlier, being able to sort of lean that body weight on everybody. Again, the early double team on Sherwood, just like what we talked about. But if you have them double team, you got them body up A block. Come. I'm so. Oh, shot clock already. So I'm sorry. I apologize. I have too much space in my voice. I started to shot. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
No worries,
but the whole deal is, if you're guarding somebody, they taking the contact, still going up and making the shot. You just have to tip your head and say good on good. So, and that's what's going on tonight. These guys are just swinging at each other, and they're both making contact here.
Here's Sherwood, starting with the ball, goes over to the left side with Cohen, back to Sherwood. Anthony guarding tightly, but allows the basket and fouls Sherwood in the process.
Listen to this crowd.
Yeah, they appreciate physicality from their guy, Lamarion Sherwood. And when Sherwood was out with his injury, it was approximately a month where he was out after being injured against Michigan. They missed him tremendously. He was real absence on the floor. Production just dipped from this offense without him.
Well, even though they pass and they share the ball so much in a great move down the floor there, get back to a tie game, even though they pass the ball, they share the ball very well there too, JP. You know what goes on, right? You have a player like him, you cannot help but run your plays through him. And as old coach Robert Knight would sometimes tell a player, those plays aren't for you.
Sherwood's there with the spin.
So, he is a big part of their portfolio. So when he wasn't there, not surprising that they suffered without him.
Well, he's been busy here this last minute. Stacey Van Arsdale able to hit with the right-hand layup to make it 77-73. Iowa waking up, and Maryland has to call timeout at the 5:42 mark. We'll take a quick timeout, but we'll be back in a moment.
Yale's here with SimWorld Sports, where we're providing the most immersive virtual sports experience found anywhere out there. If you got the brain, come be a coach. If you got the game, come be a player. SimWorld Sports, the only place where you can see the game and be the game.
What's up, everyone? This is Big Bob.
And this is Maestro.
And we are the co-hosts of Around the Table with Big Bob and the Maestro.
Around the Table is a SimWorld Sports podcast where Big Bob and I give our takes on various sports around the world.
Make sure to tune in every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time to hear our takes.
And don't forget to join in the conversation with us on Discord at discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops.
And make sure to follow us on Twitter and YouTube, or I guess I should say X, and YouTube at SimWorld 4K. And as always,
see the game,
be the game.
I'd like to order french fries, a burger, and a milkshake. This is a library. I'd like to order french fries, a burger, and a milkshake.
So, Maestro, if you're Coach Kevin Willard, what do you say to your team now that Iowa has started to break through and come up with more than a 2-point lead in this contest?
We need to up our defensive pressure there, PJP. We need to find a way. We need to find a way to put some mud on the floor and slow down Iowa. Iowa has played their game, except for what has happened now with this breakaway is they're getting breakaways, so unintended. And taking advantage of quick buckets. They weren't doing that before. They're doing it now. Maryland needs to find a way to start taking advantage and they miss a shot, get the offensive rebound, and make sure they get the bucket. Remember, they were making up those shots by volume, but for them right now, it's got to start with their defense. I know it's 5 minutes left. That's a lot of time. But right now, if Iowa stays on this run, it's going to get late awfully early.
That's something to note here in the box score. Both teams have 4 players in double-digit figures. CKC back on the court. He has the ball for the Terrapins. CKC goes up for 3. Cannot hit it. Sherwood is up with the rebound. And when transition up by 4. If you're Maryland, you can't afford those misses. Go with 3 ball with Van Arsdale. Robbing it. Flying high and grabbing the rebound. Now working in the paint. Off the glass, no good. Deegan Zane goes up. Secures the ball. AC Day on the near side. Gets it to Mordecai Rivas. Mordecai loses it. To Devontae Feliz. Devontae with swift defense there. Now Feliz.
Sherwood is going to lose sleep on that previous possession. He had double advantage of height and position. Did not recognize it right away. Passed the ball out. Gave up a chance to score. And guess what? That just gave Maryland an opportunity to get back in it. Thank goodness for them. Good defense. They were able to capitalize this time off the turnover.
Devontae Feliz with the bucket there for Iowa. Keep things a little easier for the Hawkeyes, but still, Maryland trying to compete, trying to fight hard. CKC, the Brightwoods sneaks. It's closer to the rack. Cannot hit it from close range. Lamarion Sherwood had another rebound to his total.
And no whistle with all that body contact. You've been calling that all night. All of a sudden, I did not call it. The refs can't change midstream. These guys have gotten used to the way the refs have been calling it, and they're going to stop calling now. It's really unfair.
Anthony, Baltimore block general, gets it done with the block, and now Van Arsdale with the foul. We'll see free throws here by the Terrapins. BKC tonight through this stage of the ball game, he's at ±2 tonight.
Wow. It shows you how efficient Iowa is performing. The fact that as many points as he has, he's still only at a 2-point advantage when he's on the floor for his team. So it shows you Iowa is playing off of efficiency, Maryland is playing off of volume.
Second free throw coming up here to potentially cut the lead to 4 points. And it's hit. So Maryland tonight 14 for 17 from the line. Here's Josiah Cohen. Now at the 3:40 mark here in the second half. And Cohen. Oh, too easy. Just one move to the right side and he had a clear lane.
Did you see what he did? He did that quasi-pump fake to the left. The defenders turned their head. As their head turned, he took a step into their back pocket. Love it.
PG cross missing. Sherwood rebound. We've seen a few of those the past couple minutes. Now Devontae Feliz will go catch and shoot. 3-point no good. Sherwood gets the layup in.
What a cleanup, and that's why you need that big guy right there. Sometimes the play not going to be for him, but he'll make it for him if you give him that opportunity. And that's exactly what he just did.
Lead is 8 for Iowa. Lethal spin, but a miss. CKC, not his best stretch of the game.
Now is not the time to go cold.
Oh my! Stacey Van Arsdale. The Van Handler on this court.
Call a timeout. Call a transfer, McLaughlin. Oh my goodness.
That's going to be on the highlight reel tape for the whole season. Man, what a move. 10-point lead for Iowa. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment.
See the game, be the game.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Hello, I'm Timothy. I got the recipe. I got the flow. I got the remedy. I know they do. I know they envy me. Feet on the floor. What they gon' say now? We came along from last place, bottom to top of the fast pace. Out of the surf, I get touchdown. I take a loss, get it back 8. I'm in the gym putting numbers up. You never there, you got bad traits. Never excuses or cover ups. Learn from the losses and bad breaks. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Who said I wasn't him? Who said it? All this talk about who's on top and who's not. Miss me with the gospel. Check the score, yeah. See me coming off the screen. Know I gave myself the green light. Catch a shoe from the 3. If I'm not the one, it doesn't seem right. I need like 2, 4, 5, 6 in them rings. I'm talking back to back to back like 23. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
All right. No, he's getting out there.
Okay, back here, 10-point lead for Iowa. Maestro, what's something impact-wise on this ballgame that may or may not have been clear to the viewers at home?
Well, I'm just going to call it right now, and I know you disagree with me, but the inconsistency of the ref in terms of the fouls down low, I think has affected. I think as soon as the players got used to them calling the touchy fouls, they started playing for it. Then they stopped calling the touchy fouls, and now they're not there. And I think that made a difference. And I know you disagree, and I know we can argue about this all night, but in my mind, that I think has been a big difference in how the last few minutes have played out.
Yeah, I mean, if this game was played in Maryland, we would definitely hear the feedback on the refs tonight. But now that Iowa's up by 10, fans have seen that. Fans have seen a forgotten impact of the referees' calls and the inconsistencies, according to Maestro. And here, CKC able to trim the lead to 8, approaching the 2-minute 15 mark here in the second half. Iowa, Marley running down some clock, but Jet with confidence on display, gets it off the glass to make it back to a 10-point lead.
Maryland.
I'll point out, Lamarion Sherwood has only missed 2 shots on the night, rather. Maestro.
Amazing. Again, we talked about it. We talked about Iowa playing with efficiency as a team, shooting almost 70%. Why? They're making the shots they take, and you have to do that. But this is just where Iowa wants to be. Maryland has outscored their season average about 27 points, and still down by 10. And because this is where Iowa doesn't mind living, they love the high. And I'm just really impressed that Maryland was able to hang in as long as they can. But I think those body shots, TJP, that you brought up earlier, finally wore down on Maryland, and they weren't able to keep the defense going here.
Opportunity there for Maryland to get that dunk in with Keith Anthony. And Iowa with just about a minute left. Going one upwards, trying to feed Lamarion Sherwood, ends up with Robinet's hands, and now catch and shoot for 3, no good. Maryland has to hurry things up. 50 seconds. McKenzie cross, passed it back. They want a 3 ball. And it ends up being no points for Maryland.
Yeah. Fortunately, I was going to say about that.
And
Coach had something to say
interestingly,
about the. Go ahead.
Iowa didn't hold the ball there either.
Exactly. Right out my throat. You took it right out my throat, boo.
I see. Out. All right. Maryland going up for the layup. CKC, another miss. He's been shooting below 50% tonight. Cohen now holding the ball smartly, and the shot clock has been turned off. So Maryland will leave Iowa City tonight, falling to 17 and 11. Iowa improves to 18 and 10. And it's a final. We're at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Iowa wins this one over Maryland, 87-79. Maestro, quick words before we head off for the night.
Love and appreciate everybody. I'll see you at the Walmart. I'll be there in the food court. Thanks everybody from TikTok, MySpace, and YouTube for hanging out with us tonight.
All right, on behalf of myself, JJP, and Maestro, we thank you for watching. Don't forget, SimWorld Sports is the only place where you can see the game, be the game. Have a great weekend, everybody.